Good day from Kamakura, Japan, on this Friday, April 29th.
Well, I have something new here. I'd like to thank Dave for this. It is a vinyl flower stand. So I'm going to put this together. Sort of reminds me of the low tower outside there. Some assembly required. Let's see what we've got here. These are the poles. And the directions. Who needs directions? Okay. Let's see how easy or difficult they've made this here. Yep, it's all in Japanese. But yeah, we can figure this out. No worries. Not too dissimilar to the high indoor tower. Okay. Moved it over here to get the frame assembled, but something doesn't look quite right here. See how that doesn't quite match up there? The angle's off. So let me twist that around. Okay, that looks a little bit better. What do you say? Still doesn't look quite right for some reason. Still doesn't look quite right. Okay, I think I've figured it out, and everything looks good now. The problem was, these things have very distinct angles on them, and I had them on wrong. So now they're aligned perfectly. So I just had to switch places for these little corners here, and now it fits perfectly. So the higher side is the back, the lower side is the front. So now I think we can get our vinyl covering on. Okay, so now this should go on with no trouble. What do you know? Will you look at that? Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to show you the entire process because that could be rather tedious. So. And it's not fun looking at mistakes all the time. Okay, let's try something here. Make this a little bit easier. Yeah, I'm just going to tie a shoelace knot. And I should keep that in place. Okay, so that's good. Two more over here. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. That looks good. And one more here. Oh, I see. This is to roll it up. Yeah, you roll this up, and then you tie it here. Okay, I'm wondering if the strawberry tower will fit in there. I'm not quite sure. If not, I can use this for other purposes. Okay, let's see if this works. It fits through the door. Okay, I'll leave it here for now. Yeah, I'm not so sure if the tower is going to fit in here. It might, once I clip these tulips back. Yeah, the strawberries, once they get weight on them, they'll fall over. So it might just fit. Yeah, I also have to consider where to put this. Somewhere up against a wall, so that the house can protect it at least from one side. Yeah, I do have anchors as well, and hopefully they'll be able to go down into the flooring of this upper terrace here. Certainly not there, but underneath this artificial turf, maybe I can get it through there. So the most important thing is it's put together. I think this will be very nice. If not for the strawberries, then something else. Thank you, Dave. Well, I want to take advantage of this cool weather to do some preps down here. I have some stakes for the tomatoes. I've got some old bamboo ones that I thought I'd use. I can probably get another year's use out of these. And some nice, strong artificial ones. So, let's see what we can do over here. And I also want to get started on the tower for the butternut squash. I'm going to have to move this. It's not too heavy. Spunky's here to join us. He doesn't knock over my phone here. Alrighty. Yeah, yesterday I came out and covered the blueberries and the butternut squash. I'll show you that in a bit. Okay. Let's clean this up a bit. Can I break this? No, it's pretty strong. Actually, I think I'll leave these on. Might be able to use them as hooks of sorts. Okay, so one there. Already got one here. So one here. And a third here. Okay, so yeah, something like this. I'm going to get this one secured right away. It's not cooperating. So let me get some rope. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to put the bottom of this into the ground. I'm just going to leave it above and fasten it to this post here. Same way I did it over here. Yeah, this should be enough rope to do this one. Okay, yeah, that seems rather sturdy. Now, as for these outer ones, what I'm thinking of doing is just pulling a rope tight around these so they'll sort of clamp together. So, let's see how much rope I'm going to need. What I'll simply do is tie this onto this side and then do the same to the other side. Okay, bring it a little bit closer in so you can see what I'm doing here. Yeah, I'll do the same underneath on both sides. Yeah. And let's make sure this is nice and tight. Okay. Yeah, it's not quite as tight as I'd like. So I'm going to try something here just to create some tension. This rope may not be long enough. Yeah, I think I'll have to get a slightly longer rope here. Okay, yeah. This should be long enough. Ah, it broke. What broke? Oh, darn it. Oh, gosh. Oh well, let's try something else here. Okay. I'm not going to waste this rope here. I can use this for something else. I think this synthetic rope will probably work a lot better. I do have 2 of them, so this should be enough. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Yeah, this might be even better. Now I need to keep this tight. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Okay, one more underneath. Okay, how are we doing here? Not too bad. Hey Spunk, I'm gonna go outside. You gonna come? Okay, let's go and see what we've done. Alrighty. So a few changes here. I had to put the netting back around the string beans. Spunky was nibbling on them. And let me show you over here first. A few changes here. Can you spot it? Can you spot it? Yeah. The low tunnel is gone. Yeah, I took up the low tunnel because I think we're done with that. Now that I have this here, I can use this just for a few more weeks. And this was taking up a bit too much space, so I can pack this away. Sort of wash the bottoms off, and I'll come back again and wipe it down a bit, and then pack it away until next year, or maybe later in the season. So out here, I'm going to have to clean up all of this. I'll bring out my pressure washer and spray this and clean this all up. And yeah, I'm thinking of putting some of my furniture over here. Yeah, I've moved the golden trumpet bush over to here. And I've moved the cucumbers back up here. They should be okay. I'll keep an eye on them. I see we have some growth here. See, we have a tendril coming out here, and some budding happening in there. So yeah, so at least those 3 are looking very nice. This one's still struggling, but I think it'll make it as well. And yeah, the others that I have, I think I'll put in some containers around the edges here, so that I can run them up the tower, or rather the canopy here. Yeah, you can see here the canopy is doing quite well. Yep. I was thinking of using this pole here to prop this up a bit, but I don't think I need to, so I'm going to take this away. Yeah, our anchors down here are doing a pretty good job of holding it far enough forward that I can get through there without having to duck. So I think we're fine. I'll use this pole somewhere else. Yeah, we're expecting some rain, as you can see. Let me show you over here what this looks like. Yeah, a lot of flowers have opened. Yeah, they're all male. I'm still waiting for some females to open over here. But yeah, what has been fertilized is doing okay. Yeah, it's quite early yet, so I'm not too worried about everything. What I need is more growth. Okay, so that's looking good. Yeah, this is looking much better. So I've done a lot down below as well. I've noticed that when the camera's not running, I can get more work done. So I did a lot down here as well. Yeah, first off, I moved the strawberries and mint that's in this container over here. I'll eventually move it up to the upper level, because over here, this is what I've done. Bring you in for a closer look. Yeah, so I've created this sort of tower around this ledge here, and this is just a test here, but I've got the string coming across here. I'll put some more sturdier rope from side to side here, and that will help the butternut squash climb upward and give it some support. Yeah, it's fairly stable. Yeah, I didn't put them into the ground here. They're just above ground, and that's okay. But here I did work this so that this adds a little bit more strength. And over here, I've put stakes in the ground next to each of the tomato plants. Yeah, that way in time they'll be able to grow up. First, this stake here, and then all the way up. By the time they get up to here, they'll have plenty of strength to make it further up to the top. Yeah, because they'll get much taller than me. They'll get to 8-10 feet at least. So, yeah, these stakes will help them get there. Give them a nice support down at the base. And then as they go further up, I will either put some rope or something across horizontally to help them once they get that high. So, all things in time. I don't have to do it all at once. There's plenty of time for that. Yeah, I also took some of the brick that was holding down the load tunnel up above and brought it down here, just to give it a more aesthetic look. And what I'm thinking of doing is planting the eggplant right in between here, right between the brick on the left and the cement wall on the right there. Cement space there will give me enough to get in here and pass through. I don't need a wide space to walk through. So I think that'll be just enough. I'll plant them closer to the brick over here than here. I won't put them right in the middle. Put them closer over to here, and that'll give me about a foot from the tomato plants. So there shouldn't be too much competition. Hopefully they'll grow downward. What do we have here? Yeah, everything's coming along here. Yeah, on Saturday I'll come in and clean all this up, the weeds and any dead leaves. That see that one yellowing there? I'll get rid of that come Saturday. We're going to get some rain today, so I'm not going to bother with it right now. If I did, I'd simply be disturbing some seeds, and they would just sprout again. So I'll leave it alone for now. So yeah, looking pretty good, pretty good. What I did here was just attach them with twist ties. Yeah, that's fairly strong. Up here as well. And that's the twist tie. That'll do. Yeah. So, yeah, I think this will work. I think this will work well. Yeah. And over here, I covered the blueberries yesterday, just down at the bottom where most of the fruit is. I see may have some up here, and I'll come back and cover this entire thing from up here all the way over and down to the bottom. That'll be covered once the blueberries really start forming and then ripening like they are down here. Okay, yeah, I moved these two containers over. Yeah, I may use these two for the cucumbers. By the time the cucumbers are done, I'll see about harvesting those carrots. And they'll probably be very small. I started too late last year, and they did overwinter, but I'm sure they're still edible. And I'll probably replant this strawberry over here with this one in this pot here. Things are starting to take shape. I'm happy with everything so far. Yeah, things are looking good up here. Yeah, I'm hoping we don't get strong winds like we had the other day when we get rain later this morning and all afternoon and into the night. And you can see here, one of the roses is about to open up. Actually quite a few. There's some over here as well. Yeah, the golden trumpet bush is looking pretty good, coming back. Put on a beautiful display last year, so I'm looking forward to seeing the nice beautiful flowers with that wonderful scent again this year. Well, today, Friday, is Showa Day. It's a national holiday in honor of Emperor Showa. That was Emperor Hirohito. Posthumously, he's known as Emperor Showa. And today is the holiday in memory of him. So I'm going to get washed up and have some brunch and then just enjoy the rest of the day. So until we meet again, do take care. Have a wonderful weekend. See you soon. Bye-bye.